welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be working on Bird of Paradise pose. This is a pose that requires you to have open hips, open shoulders, a strong bind, and sense of balance. So it's a lot going on in one pose. So I would highly recommend really working on opening the shoulders, opening the hips anytime you are wanting to go into this particular pose. If you're not familiar with it, I will show you and lead you through that in this practice. But one of the ways that you can determine if your shoulders are ready for this pose is from your extended side angle pose. So that pose is entered in usually from a warrior two pose, and it's when you put your forearm on your front, your bent knee, and arm reaching up, hence the name extended side angle pose. And then you find a bind. So I'll show you that in a second here, but you really want to be able to find that bind, open up that top shoulder, open up the heart, and hold on to that bind comfortably for your shoulder and your wrists. Otherwise, if you're asking your body to move into that Bird of Paradise pose later on, you can dislocate your shoulder actually by holding onto that bind. So in the next video here, I will show you what an extended side angle with the bind looks like. From your warrior two pose, entering into your extended side angle, placing your forearm on your front leg, sweeping that upper arm up and over, bicep over that ear, then opening up through the heart center, spiraling that left shoulder open. Now here, this is a great pose to practice. I'm sure that it's part of your regular practice. And then the bind here is where we can determine if Bird of Paradise is right for your practice. So you're going to take your bottom arm and scoop it underneath your bent knee. Take your hand, and you want to bring the back of your hand behind you so that your palm is facing outward. From your top arm, you want that internal rotation of the shoulder, and then find your bind. So you're going to hold your hands back behind you, okay, kind of like this. All right, so if that's good for you and you're not collapsing inward down and continuing to keep that openness of the shoulder, then Bird of Paradise might be a great pose for you to practice. But if you find yourself in your bind and you're kind of having a hard time reaching for your fingertips, or you kind of collapse from this position, then I would recommend working with a strap and continuing the opening of the shoulders before attempting your Bird of Paradise pose. Don't worry if your bind is still not quite there yet. That's okay. That's why we call it yoga practice. We come to our mat, we challenge ourselves. If it isn't right for our body, then it isn't right for our body. And Bird of Paradise is one of those poses that, you know what, it's not a big deal. If you don't get to it, it's okay. There's other poses out there, and I just want you to be safe. So just make sure that when you are practicing these binding poses, that you always pay attention to your body, even if it's not a binding pose, just anytime you're in your practice, anytime you're on your mat, day to day, life, all the things, listen to your body and honor your body's requests, because if we don't honor it when it's whispering to us, then it's going to start screaming at us. So we don't want to create injury in the body. We don't want to create dis-ease. So listen to your body, and if you feel like you want to try out your Bird of Paradise pose today, go ahead, join me on your mat, and we will get started. Find a comfortable seated position. Take a few deep breaths, sending the breath warm and wide down into the belly, and creating a little contraction and lift on the exhalation breath. Set an intention for your practice today. Fixing that intention in your mind's eye. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Stack your right knee on top of the left, inching your feet wide apart so that you can settle your sit bones down in between. Inhale, arms sweep up. Bend at the right elbow, taking your left hand to that elbow or finding a bind with your hands. Press the back of your head into the arm and the arm into the back of the head as you lean gently forward. Inhale to come out of the pose, releasing the arms and give them a little shake. Keeping the feet planted, begin to twist all the way to your left, continuing to walk your hands all the way around, stacking the left knee on top of the right. Inhale, arms reach, this time bending at the left elbow. Right hand can remain at that elbow or find your bind. Take a nice breath in to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold gently forward. Inhale, come out of the pose, releasing the arms, shaking them out. Walking your hands to the right and all the way around, coming into downward facing dog, facing the back of your mat. Pedaling out the heels, rock the hips from side to side. Inhale to soften. Exhale, ripple forward into plank pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, rolling over the toes into downward dog. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, right leg lifts high. On your next exhalation, take your right knee wide, reaching around knee to tricep. Inhale, reach the leg. Exhale, knee to nose, round through the upper back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, cross the knee over, sliding that foot away from you as you spiral the heart up to the sky, fallen triangle. Unwind, planting that left hand back down and stepping your right foot to your right thumb. Plant your left foot down to the floor. Inhale to ground. Exhale, roll it up. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Interlace the hands behind your back, drawing that single fist down. Exhaling, heart shines forward as you cascade down into your humble warrior. Round down through the edge of your left foot, engaging that outer right hip by hugging the right knee in towards the shoulder. Inhale, peel yourself back up to the top, bringing your hands to your hips. Straighten through your right leg, stepping the left foot up so that the heel can touch down, all 10 toes facing forward. Extend your arms out to a T. Grasp opposite elbows or bring your hands into reverse namaste. Inhale, leading with the heart center. Exhale, forward fold. Keep drawing your right hip crease back in space. Continue to shine the heart forward, wrapping the shoulders up onto the back. Keep a gentle bend in both knees to avoid hyperextending the knee joints. Release your hands to the floor, either left hand on a block or on the earth. Right arm reaches up to the sky, revolving triangle. Reach through the crown of the head to create space along the spine and continue to draw that right hip crease back in space. Circle the right hand down to the floor, walking the hands forward, lifting the left leg high into standing splits. soften your forehead towards your right shin. Exhale, cross your left leg behind your right leg, coming to seated. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, twist to the right. Press down actively through your right fingertips. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, find depth within your twist. Unwind out of your twist, walking your hands all the way around and lifting up the hips into downward facing dog, facing the front of the mat. Pedal out the heels, rock the hips from side to side. Inhale to soften. Exhale, wave the spine long into plank pose, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, rolling over the toes, downward dog. Inhale, soften. Exhale, left leg lifts high. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee to left shoulder. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to nose, round the upper back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, cross the knee over, sliding the left foot out and spiraling the heart open into your fallen triangle pose. Plant your right hand down, stepping your left foot to your left thumb. Pivot your right heel down. Inhale to ground. Exhale, roll up, warrior one. Bring your hands behind you, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lead with the heart as you cascade forward into humble warrior. Hug your left knee in towards the shoulder as you press the shoulder into the knee. Remain anchored through the edge of the right foot. Inhale to peel yourself back up to the top. Arms reach overhead, warrior one. Float your hands to your hips. Straighten through the left leg, stepping the right foot up, all 10 toes facing forward to square the hips. Reach your arms outward, grasping opposite elbows or bringing your hands into reverse namaste. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Keep drawing your left hip crease back in space as you lengthen through the spine, rolling the shoulders onto the back. Release the hands down, right hand on a block or on the floor, left arm reaches to the sky, revolving triangle. Reaching through the crown of the head, draw your left hip crease back in space. Try and find some softness through both knees. Left hand touches down, walking your hands forward, reaching your right leg high in standing splits. On your next exhale, sweep the right leg behind your left leg, coming to seated. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, actively press down all points of contact with the earth. Exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. Unwind out of your twist, walking your hands all the way to the long right side of your mat, stepping your feet into a wide-legged forward fold. Bend into one knee and then the other. Flare the toes outward, heels draw in. Inhale to ground. Exhale, press the earth away, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees, goddess temple pose. Hands float to heart center. Turn your left toes forward. Pivot your right heel up. Moving into your high lunge. Arms reach to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands down inside of the left foot for high lizard. Option to take a bind here by bringing your left arm underneath the leg and wrapping the right arm behind the back to grasp the hands. Maintaining your bind, drop your right knee down, straightening through your left leg into a half splits variation. Shift it back into your left knee. Release your hands down. Pick up your right knee and pivot the heel to the floor. Left hand remains down on the earth as you open the right arm to the sky. Extended side angle pose. For an added shoulder stretch, bring the back of your left hand to your lower back, keeping your elbow and shoulder inside of the left knee. Circle your right hand to the floor, releasing the left hand down. Walk your hands back through center, wide-legged forward fold. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Flare the toes out, heels draw in. Inhale to ground. Exhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, come into your goddess temple pose. Float your hands to heart center. Take a breath in. Exhale, pivot your right foot forward. Left heel lifts, high lunge. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, float the hands down inside of the right foot, high lizard. Take your bind by sweeping the right arm underneath the leg and wrapping the left arm behind the back to grasp the hands. Lower your left knee to the floor. Straighten through the right leg, maintaining your bind. Shift back into that right knee, releasing the hands and picking up your left leg, turning the heel to the floor. Right hand remains on the earth as you extend your left arm to the sky, extended side angle pose. For that added shoulder stretch, tuck your right hand behind the back as you bring the elbow inside of the right thigh. Left arm remains reaching. Circle the left hand down and around, releasing both hands to the floor and walking them back to the center of your mat. Tent your fingertips underneath your shoulders. Flare your toes outward, heels draw in. Inhale to ground. Exhale, roll up, unfurling the arms out to a T. Turn your left toes forward, right heel angles back. Warrior 2. Release your back hand to your back leg, circling the left arm up and over. Peaceful warrior. Inhale back through center. Exhale, left elbow to the knee, right arm sweeps up and over, extended side angle pose. Find your bind by bringing the left arm underneath the leg and reaching around for the hand. Bring your gaze to the floor as you step your right foot up next to the left. Maintaining your bind, remain anchored through your right foot. Begin to slowly lift up, keeping your left knee bent or extending the left leg long. Press actively down through the right leg as you lengthen through the crown of the head. Exiting the pose just as you entered by lowering the left foot back down to the floor and stepping it back into your extended side angle pose. Release the bind. Left arm touches down, right arm reaches. Straighten through the left leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Circle your right arm down to the floor, walking your hands back to the center of your mat, wide-legged forward fold. Stay here for a few deep breaths. Walk your hands underneath the shoulders. Flare the toes out, heels draw in. Inhale, ground. Exhale, roll up, releasing the arms to a T. Turn the right toes forward. Angle the left heel back, warrior two. Release your left hand to your back leg. Right arm circles up and over for peaceful warrior. Inhale back through center. Exhale, elbow to knee. Left arm sweeps up and over, side angle pose. Take your bind, bringing your right arm in front of the leg and wrapping the left arm behind the back, clasping the hands. Keep the left shoulder spiraling up to the sky. To move into bird of paradise pose, bring your gaze to the floor, stepping your left foot up to meet the right. Anchor down through your left foot as you slowly rise to standing. You can keep the right knee bent or choose to extend the leg. Continue to stand tall, creating that axial extension through the crown of the head as you press actively through the left foot. When you're ready, exit the pose just as you entered by lowering the right foot back down to the floor and stepping the left leg back into your bound extended side angle pose. Release the right hand down, extend your left arm to the sky, straightening through your right leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Circle your left arm down and around, walking your hands back through center. Heel toe the feet inward, lowering the hips through Malasana, yogi squat. Palms come to heart center. Press the elbows out as you draw the knees in. Bring your hands back behind you, lowering to seated. Take a breath in, sweeping the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to come out of the pose and lower all the way onto the back, knees bent. Heel toe the feet out to the width of the mat, windshield wiping the knees from side to side. Pause the knees over to the left, taking your left foot to the right knee. Option to reach for the right foot to increase the stretch along the right quadricep. Release from this twist, taking the knees over to the other side. Bringing your right foot to the left knee. An option to reach around for that left foot for the quadricep stretch. Release from your twist, hugging the knees in, giving yourself a big hug before releasing, taking up space in your Shavasana. Stay here for as long as you'd like. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.